Today, I'd like to talk about a very serious topic, and that is the mental health of people in Jamaica, specifically Montego Bay, because I'm from Montego Bay. Now, recently, there was a human sacrifice done in Montego Bay. There was a cult led by a man named Kevin Smith. He's now deceased. This human sacrifice shocked the people of Montego Bay, the rest of Jamaica, and basically the entire world. For many years, I have been doing blogs and video blogs talking about the mental state of Jamaicans, especially the ones living in poverty. Many Jamaicans are going crazy because of their poverty-stricken lifestyle, which forces them to live without being able to meet their basic needs. This is due to the system of government and poor leadership in the communities. Today, I'd like to discuss Maslow's hierarchy of needs. When I first studied psychology, I learned about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I believe it should be a mandatory high school class, and that colleges in Jamaica should have Psychology 101 class that discusses Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So basically, this is a theory that states that in order for a human to have healthy development, there are certain needs that need to be met. These needs are physiological and survival needs, which are the needs of infancy, safety and security needs, which are needs of early childhood, love and belongingness needs, which are needs of later childhood, ego and esteem needs, which are needs of adolescence, self-actualization needs, which are needs of adulthood. Now, if these basic needs are not met at the relevant stage of development, this can cause a human to have unhealthy mental, physical, and emotional development. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Don't laugh at my diagram, okay? Now, we need, when we are in the stage of infancy, there are physiological and survival needs that have to be met. Physiological and survival needs. When we are in the stage of early infancy, when we are in the stage of early childhood, safety and security needs have to be met. When we approach later childhood, in the later childhood stage, we have needs of love and belongingness. When we approach adolescence, we have ego and esteem needs. When we become an adult, we have self-actualization needs. Now, in a place like Montego Bay, where I grew up, there are many poor people whose basic needs are not being met. Many people were shocked to know that people would pay someone like Kevin Smith, the leader of the cult, large amounts of money because he promised them that he could deliver them from the pandemic and their present state of poverty, pain, and suffering, and take them to heaven in a divine rapture. The shocking part of all of this was that there were a large amount of people who believed this man. They believed he had the ability to do this for them. The members of this cult actually paid Kevin Smith sums of money totaling US $1,000, which is equivalent to Jamaican $100,000. Some paid their life savings, some paid their retirement fund to secure their spot in heaven. I am a Christian, and I was taught in my church that only God can give a place in heaven, and no one knows the day or time of the rapture. However, Kevin Smith told the members of his cult that he can take them to heaven, and they believed him. He had the members of his cult staying in a building which he called his church, and this was known as Pathways International Restoration Ministries. And he had these people staying in his church during the time leading up to when he prophesied that the rapture was supposed to happen. The members of the cult slept on concrete floor and ate tin mackerel and crackers. And it all came to an end when two members of the cult were sacrificed as, I guess, a part of the ritual in order for them to take part in the rapture, the supposedly rapture. And some members of the cult had phones and they recorded what was happening, and the police was called. Now, over 100 members of the church were in the facility taking part in this human sacrifice ritual, where the members were stabbed and slashed by the cult leaders. And as I said before, two members died, including a woman who was beheaded. Now, the police were called, the people were set free. Kevin and his cult fellow cult leaders were arrested, after which he subsequently died in a car crash while being transported by the police to be charged for his crimes. This story is just incredible, and many people would never have believed things like this would happen in a place like Montego Bay. Montego Bay, once known as the friendly city in Jamaica, the land of no problem man, the land of Bob Marley, the land of friendly smiling faces singing, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be all right, right? You wouldn't expect this to happen in such a place, right? I actually spoke about the conditions in Montego Bay in previous video blogs, and I talked about the people going crazy. I saw this coming a long time ago. It may be a joke to some people right now, but wait until your family member or loved one goes crazy under the pressure of trying to live a normal life in a cruel society where the government does not care about your basic needs. So please, if you are in Montego Bay and if you have family and loved ones living there, don't turn your back on this issue and say it's not your problem because it didn't happen to your family or anyone you know. Don't be caught surprised. Act now to help to alleviate the stress placed on the people in your community by helping in any way you can. What can be done to alleviate this situation? The people in Montego Bay and in Jamaica as a whole need new leadership. They need new ways of doing things that apply to modern times. Systems need to be set in place to share resources to the people who need it most. People need food, health care, jobs, and new opportunities to lift themselves out of poverty. If you are in a position to help, please contact the local member of parliament or other political representative in your community and let them know how you can help. Please help someone access resources to help them attain their basic needs. You can do that, or you can face the consequences of insanity, which include senseless murders, senseless robberies, women being raped and killed, children being prostituted, and the list goes on. You can make a difference. Reach out to the community today. Help people reach their basic needs. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.